In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a power steering pressure hose line assembly on your Chevy Silverado 2500. This is going to be located in the engine bay. You will need power steering fluid when we are done with this job. Using a 15mm socket, remove the bolts for the bottom shield. Remove the bolts in the heat shield. Using a 15mm socket, remove the 5 bolts for the front shield. Remove the shield. Using a 16mm wrench, we're going to undo the top of our hose. Remove the top line fitting. Now we're on the bottom side of the car, looking up on the driver's side. I have my wrench on our fitting. This is going to be on top of our steering box. We're going to be using an 18mm wrench, and we're going to remove that fitting. Make sure you have a collection bucket under you. Fluid will come out of this hose. Loosen the fitting. And remove the line from the steering box. We're going to remove the power steering hose from our master cylinder, or the Hydroboost, and route this down and around. And we're going to work this out of the vehicle. Twist it up to the side so it's not looking like a hook on the bottom. Continue to work it out of place. And remove it from the vehicle. What makes this line tricky to get out is this ends up looking like a hook down inside of the engine bay, and it grabs all of the other wires around it. Be ready to grab both ends and work them around. We're going to get a bit of power steering on our fingers and wipe it on this O-ring. And then install the O-ring onto your pipe. Do this on both sides. Now we're ready to install our hose. Install the hose into the vehicle, routing it the same way it came out. We're going to get it down into place, and we're actually going to pull it a little bit further than it needs to. We're going to bend the hose up under the other power steering line and get it onto that back side of our booster. Get the top fitting started by hand. Now we're on the bottom of the car, and we're going to get our fitting started into our steering box. Once you have the line started, go ahead and snug it down with a wrench. Get it nice and snug. Using a 16mm wrench, we're going to tighten down that top fitting. When you tighten down this top fitting, you want to make sure that the line is not contacting the bottom of the master cylinder or booster. You want to make sure it can wiggle freely. If you need to, you can hold the line still while you tighten it. Get the line nice and snug. Remove the power steering cap. twist and remove. It has a dipstick attached to it. This is how we will check our level. We're going to leave that right inside of there. We're going to fill our reservoir with fluid. As you're filling, continually check for the level to make sure you're not overfilling it. If we overfill it, it's not the end of the world. We can use a fluid extractor and extract the fluid. You can see the two marks I have on my dipstick. This is the full mark and this is the low mark. They have a full and an add. We're going to aim to be right at that full mark. Get it to that full mark and reinstall it. With our power steering reservoir full, now we need to bleed our power steering system. To do this, we have to turn the wheels lock to lock, all the way one way, and then all the way the other way. You want to hold it at the lock for half a second. When we do this the first few times, we're going to leave the vehicle not running. If you have your front wheels off of the ground, it makes it much easier to do this procedure. If not, it'll still work. It'll just be a little bit harder. Once you've cycled the fluid with the vehicle off and you feel good, now we're going to start it and we're going to go lock to lock just a few times and continue bleeding the system. With the vehicle running, check under the vehicle for any leaks from the power steering lines. Install the shield. Install the bolts. Get all 4 bolts installed. And snug them all down. Install the plastic shield and get all the bolts started. Snug them all down. Once you have your heat shields on and the car ready to go, we're going to check our power steering reservoir one last time for our fluid level, top off as needed, and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.